Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to continue with Honkai Impact and we're going to continue with chapter 28, which the last two parts were long, and yeah, maybe we can finish it today, but that demands on how fast it now goes, since the last 25%, uh, um, uh, around 25% were 2 hours. So this chapter could either, and we could either finish it today or in in the next episode. I can't guarantee anything at the moment after how long it took, but yeah, I will in another episode finish the side missions also, just because I think it would be nice to finish them too. But yeah, we are going to start now. Okay, and now we go into the stage mode again. So yeah, let us begin. Kiana and Donda will play over. Did it work? With the Nilus seed shattered, the gears in the sky vanished, and so did the hash of Biting's power. Great. Her vision began to blur, and the whistling of the wind began to dim down. She wanted to speak, but her lips, no, she couldn't feel anything now. Am I falling? She couldn't feel the wind, and only the distancing gears in her hair dancing in the air could remind her of the cold fact. Kiana, Ponya, everyone is fine. What's that? A scared light of pure white shot down from the heavens. It didn't feel menacing at all. On the contrary, it felt comforting. In Teresa's memory, like this was only seen on one person she knew. Cecilia.
すみません。少し遅れました。テレサさん。
The night returning from the imaginary space slowly descended. Abyss Flower answered her calling and extended the warm light upward to blanket Teresa's worn body. I'm the black from the abyss and the white from the clouds. I was born before the world was created, and I will live on after the world's demise. I shall offer the water from the fountain of life to the thirsty for free. Divine Key, Abyss Flower, unleash zero power. The healing light lit up the night sky, and the hymn of revelation sounded in the ears of the wounded. Descending from the heavens, Stondal put Teresa gently to rest beside Sponya. All this seemed so unreal that silly Valerie couldn't even believe her own eyes. And we are still outdoors. You silly Valerie, right? Yes, you're Donda? Looks like Abyss Flower accepted you gladly. I was just trying to save Sponya. Before Silly finished, Donda had split Abyss Flower in half. It's alright. The flower is meant to save lives, and I hope it can take care of more people in current circumstances. Can I count on you to look after Teresa? She was hurt in a unique way, and it takes longer to recover. Leave it to me. She's the principal for us all. Thanks. Dundal's eyes rested on Silly as she cared for the wounded. Someone once told Dundal the gentlest kid would grow up to be the strongest one. The flower was spreading warm light around, and the abyss was held tight in her hand. In the upcoming battle, all I need is the power of withering. This crisis caused by Schicksal's retired overseer, off to be resolved by Schicksal's own vagaries. Yeah, and now Kiana. Wait, Dundal. You just came back without a word, and now you're going to fight Otto without a word too? I gotta say, I have a lot of scores to settle with Otto. I know. Then you should also know what I'm expecting to hear. Dunda was still hesitating. It wasn't that she was still holding a grudge against Kiana Castellana. It wasn't that she deemed herself strong enough to solve every problem alone. It wasn't that she was worried the Herrscher before her couldn't handle herself when confronting Otto. It slowly came to her that all she needed was a little bit more trust. Thanks. Let's fight together, Kiana. Now we're talking. If you're worried about the wounded, we still have Silly and more people coming from Hyperion. Indeed. I never met Silly, but she seemed capable. Yeah, she can definitely be counted on. That's of course. But Dundal, the timing of her return is just too good. And you even changed the outfit? Looks like some explanation is in order. Dundal briefly explained how she got in touch with Rita in imaginary space and omitted the Castellana bloodline part. Alright, seems like Schicksal is also messed up inside, but these are not important. After all, Otto is our common enemy now. He's more than a common enemy, but right now, there's no way to defeat him. No way but to defeat him. Do all S-rank Valkyries enjoy talking in riddles? I just said these weren't important anymore. Can't you be more straightforward? Silly, Dundal has her concerns as Schicksal Valkyrie. We need to be more understanding. Fine. It's alright. We ought to be honest with each other. Yeah, you don't have to mind me. Sorry for my rude speech earlier. Let's keep the discussion about Otto. According to his confession, he plans to bring the real world outside Colston back to 5 centuries ago before sunrise. The judge has fallen, but he has no intention of revealing himself. I believe he's somewhere inside the imaginary space. He seems to be connected to the imaginary tree in a mysterious way. If he wishes to manipulate the world, he must stay outside of it and approach the imaginary tree. Otto said when he was leaving that he'd take over the powers of God one by one. That's typical for his speech, should refer to different Herrscher's powers. In that case, since you still have the Herrscher of the Void's power that he relies on for space manipulation, has to be Cosmic Juggernaut. Does it mean if we can find the traces he left when leaving reality, we can follow the trail and pursue the Herrscher of the Void's power? That's right, and with you around, I don't need to be worried about getting lost in the imaginary space again. Speaking of this, I'm curious about your new power, Dundal. Does it have any other form? Huh? I don't know how to describe the feeling. It somehow feels familiar. Sorry, I know it sounds weird. No, You should trust your instinct, Kiana. Simply put, my new power is connected to the stigma I carry. If you've seen a fully awakened stigma on someone else, it's natural for you to have a similar feeling. Is that so? Fully awakened stigmata? I've got to up my game too. Kiana, your power has not yet recovered? I never find out before I try. Worked well. But something is missing if I wish to resume the Flemish great sword. Anyway, in my current shape, I still hold a chance against Otto, now that he's lost the binding power. Looks fine, right? I'm about 70% recovered. I hope you're not pushing yourself too hard. That's far from ideal, but I'm not playing tough. And I'm not standing idle, watching you fight Otto alone. If only I had enough strength in me now. It's alright, you've been a big help already, silly. Huh? The look in your eyes already gave you away. Confronting Otto is dangerous, and guarding the real is equally important. I know, I just wish I could do more. Ponya, Teresa and Fubua, they all gave everything they have had to even the odds. I wish I could also make a bigger contribution and fight alongside you. But I know protecting them with my own hands is something I can be proud of already. Zelle. I told you, she's tougher than she looks. Well, we're leaving the rear to you, silly. Try not to die out there. Silly would be sad. Understood. Well, I get in touch with Hyperion for the last time. Kiana reported the current situation to Hyperion. At this stage, we don't even have a chance to say no now. Amber is rushing to the church with the immortal blades. She should be able to share some of Seely's burden. Of course, we also try to collect as much energy and ammo as we can to prepare for battle. Should there be any need to summon Hyperion, just like when fighting the Herrscher of Dominance, we be ready for the teleportation. I know you have what it takes to defeat Otto and stop his plan. I have great faith in you. Nagamitsu, I remember you said you evacuated somewhere safe. Yeah, I believe Hyperion is such a place. Alright, very typical of you. Sorry to have you worried, Bianca. No, it's not the time for this. I just wish to lighten the mood a little bit. Now that you're traveling to the imaginary space again, should I share with you the findings from the bubble universe linking experiment? Huh? Hey, you've been keeping this from us all along? I just never found a good chance to say this. Listen, Bianca and Kiana. If Otto somehow establishes a connection to the imaginary tree, he'll be able to command nearly infinite Honkai energy. Of course, he won't be able to unleash all of it as an individual, but he'll still be nearly impossible to beat. Anyway, if you run into the dire situation, maybe an experiment result I record can be helpful. Before, when Blade Donda linked the bubble universe to the imaginary tree, the second divine key captured something extraordinary. At that moment, the two knots matching finitesimals in infinity underwent random property switches. Which is to say, when the space linked to the imaginary tree changes in the neighboring area, certain things that are finity in our eyes turn to be infinite. And other things that seem infinite and our eyes turn to be finite. What does it mean? How can the two be switched? No, this is actually possible in theory. The imaginary normalization, it can be special exchange defined in the imaginary space, just as Nakamitsu described. Yeah, theoretically there's a certain mechanism to transform the two opposite states. Only AE never observed such a thing. But how can this abstract idea be useful to us in battle? As I said before, if you somehow find Otto entering the infinity domain in some way, then maybe you can distort the space around him and push into imaginary renormalization so he can only return to the finite world. And for someone with the Herrscher of the Void's power, it's not exactly a tall order, right? I can only try to remember what you said, but I asked nothing more. Herrschers are known to be miracle workers. With the right cue in mind, the rest will just happen naturally, right? Maybe this is a unique way of cheering you on. Can say it's useless knowledge, but there are too many prerequisites, and it's not really tightly related to our situation. You saw right through me. I just repeat my first words. I know you have what it takes to defeat Otto and stop his plan. I have great faith in you. Goodbye. Without saying goodbye to the AE and the entropy scientist, the curious Shiksa researcher hung up abruptly. Probably on the other side the screen, Dr. Tesla and Einstein were changing the same puzzled look as Kiana, Donda and Siri. Sorry for this. She is indeed a very special scientist. Yeah, maybe she just didn't want us to be nervous. But anyway, that ends our preparation. Silly, we're leaving everything behind to you now. Don't worry, Kiana, I protect everyone. And please come back safe and sound. It's a deal. We will, Silly. I want to play Kiana. I like to play Kiana more. Right, Donda. What is it? After opening this door, we settled the score with Otto once and for all. Yes. You know he created me in the lab. He brought me to this world and took me as a test subject and vessel to revive the Herrscher. Test subject K423. That's all the dignity he afforded me. I was a clean plate and I had no idea why I was born, what I should seek in the world. It was my dad who set an example for me and showed me what kindness was. He gave me love and the name Kiana. And then he was gone. I started to drift in the world trying to find him and trying to become someone we could depend on. Just when I thought everything was behind me, Otto showed up again, awakened the Herrscher's malicious will and ruined Sunfire. I could only start drifting again, with the Herrscher guilt, the pain of losing a dear teacher, and the self-blame. That was who I was when I ran into you. Naturally, our first encounter didn't end well. So much happened since, and I now understand the ties between people are sometimes far more complicated than we imagine. And that's exactly why I have to ask you this question. Which identity are you assuming in the fight against Otto? That's a good question. I can be a tit for tat avenger, a rebel against tyranny, or a protector of humanity. But I'm not these right now. When I face him again, I still consider myself a Shiksa Valkyrie. I know Shiksa is far from perfect, and our work as Valkyries leaves much to be desired. But that's why in such a dilemma, where everyone is forced to make decisions, I need to take back the right to define Schicksal and Valkyries. From the willful, conceited overseer. Schicksal is a militarized organization where the chain of command is respected, but this doesn't mean Schicksal members are simple gears in a war machine. What is right, what is wrong, and how should Schicksal be defined? One man doesn't have to say to all of these. Their choices put into the hand of every member. Their canvas painted by the colorful strokes of everyone's life. So at this moment, I'm taking back the canvas from Otto's hand with you to make sure everyone can paint on it. By doing this, I'm also leaving my unique strokes on the canvas as a Valkyrie. Is this the resolution of Donda? It's the resolution of Bianca Ategina. Otto has changed the course of my life in every way. I'm a Shakespearean analogy. He's not just Julius Caesar or Macbeth, he's also Claudius, Othello, and even Hamlet. He's a crucially beautiful and magnificent evil work of art. In the end, we defeat him and history will judge him. I believe that's all his personal. That's also his personal wish. In your heart, he's still a leader, a man of complexity and conflicts. Yes, but it won't stop us from fighting together against him, or even killing him. Well, noted. So, the strongest Schicksal Valkyrie. Before we step into the battle together, should we have a high five? Dunda hesitated briefly on hearing this. She didn't know Kiana had such a spirited mentality against her faithful foe. But yeah, this is the true Kiana Kaslana. This is the daughter of Siegfried and Cecilia. Something about her never changed 10 years ago or now. The crisp claps spoke loudly of their mutual trust and shared confidence. I'm leaving my back to you. Without even saying this, they understood each other perfectly. Not that they shared the same motivation, not that they shared the same sentiment either. But these were not important. The important thing was their paths finally converged on this special day. The important thing was that the stars bearing their fates were now shining brilliantly together in the heavens. What's going on? There's nothing here? No, look over there. These are cracks in reality, torn by the imaginary space. Let's go check out. I don't think it would be that easy. Can you perceive the space behind the fracture? I can, and it does feel like the power Otto used before. Only if we were to expand the crack so that we can through. Any difficulties? I try. But since it's Herrscher power, you better keep a distance. Understood. Dunda took a few steps back to afford Kiana an open space. Kiana had her breath and right to exert the Herrscher of the Void's power onto the unstable fracture. Discard all your delusions and lull your breath. Clear your mind of every thought and feeling. To fight the might on the other side of the crack, Kiana had to apply her Herrscher power in a controlled direction. She had tried doing this before in the Herrscher collision experiment not long ago. Yet this time her power had dwindled and the subject has tried to control was far more complicated than the Herrscher core. She could feel behind the crack a huge palace had erected, and the Honkai energy in the imaginary space was all flowing there. She had to be very careful, otherwise her own power might be overwhelmed and devoured. It Timing cannot be flawed, and I have to build up as much strength as possible to tear the opening apart. But my current shape doesn't allow sufficient explosiveness. Anyway, I've got to push myself over the limit. Kiana tossed aside to challenge the apex of Edge of Tuxia, Dioxan. She strove to cross the mind lake and reach a higher status. Eminence, the fount of change. A violent faintness attacked her. The minute scars left by the binding power on her core now amplified her burden and almost overwhelmed her. But I can't give up here. I've got to stop Otto before he does something crazy to the world. Hold on, Kiana. I can almost help you now. You. May? 50 minutes ago, World Serpent Base. You know what Otto is up to? Yes. His plan won't hurt World Serpent, and the same can be said for your once companions. There are even some minor benefits. You know I won't just take your word for it. His plan is already in motion. It's too late for you. No, Kevin. Even if we are running out of time, I still try to confirm the situation in my way. And help my friends. A powerful magnetic surge suddenly flowed over every corner of the base, sending the sophisticated machines to a halt. Kevin studied May's actions curiously. You're going to wreck the whole place? Let me bring you somewhere else, where you can unleash your power freely. With the ending of his words, a spatial crack grew out of thin air in front of May. The Sea of Quanta? You deserve to make a difference, Herrscher of Quanta. No. Where am I? Right, I just heard May's voice and she told me to hang on. A burst of energy fluctuations passed from afar, boiling up every drop of her blood in her. May, she's right ahead. May, we have to... That was the cat. 100? I'm no older woman. I mean that if May's around me, I can feel my power increase 100-fold. That's really something, Kiana would say. Blick. I sadly don't understand Japanese. It's Japanese. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if that was planned this way, but... It seems like it's planned this way. Oh. Kiana, everything is clear now. This is my decision. Don't worry about me. Oh, unbelievable. This is some kind of joke because I don't think it's funny. I'm not letting you join the World Serpent. Yeah, this fight again. It was a lot harder. Never forget that day. If I were able to go back to that moment, there's a million things I do just to keep May here. not even before then, back to the sweet pepper curry or even earlier to Ox City. That way May wouldn't have been so sad. But then we wouldn't be where we are now. And further you go. I don't think you need to worry about May too much. She's a good kid, and nothing is gonna change that. I know, and I trust her. I get her what's on her mind. I just can't help thinking about her. May, I'm alright. A pure and calm nothingness spread out across the space like a tranquil sky above the stormy turbulence. Kiana felt the place was somehow familiar. This place is where our minds can reach each other deep inside the Herrscher core. Am I dreaming? You won't believe it if I say yes, would you? Why didn't you give me a heads up? You're not wearing that jacket. Huh? You said you would keep wearing it. Oh. Just a joke. You've changed a lot. Yeah, somehow if you need of us have changed. Of us has changed a bit. You're right. So, this place is where you run into memory or soul fragments, right? Kind of, only we're both our true selves. This was created by the will of Honkai. I found it accidentally and realized it could be used this way. The will of Honkai? Isn't that super dangerous? It's alright, Kiana. It can't hurt me. But we can't stay here forever. You're confronting Otto, right? How's it going? Principal, Bronya and Fuhua, they all risk their lives to create an opening for us. The AE people, Silly, Lilia, Rosalia and the Schicksal Valkyries all contributed their share. Now Donta and I are headed for the final battlefield. This should be the last fight. Donta, you can trust her? Let me help you in my way too. It's like the time in the theater of domination, right? Lightning of conquest, take my strength. No matter how many times you blade shatters, I will forge it for you. Thank you, May. Alright, time to go now. You're running out of time, aren't you? May I? It's fine, I understand, Kiana. We've got a lot to catch up. Have to wait till next time then now. The next time we see each other in person, right? Well, goodbye now. Go get him. You have to, Kiana. Of course. May, you have the strength of 100 when May's around. Alright. Then take it, the strength of 100 people. Don't die, now! Got it. Thank you, May. And now we are at chose battlefield difficulty. I think I play on easier. I don't want to do it harder than it needs to be. Kiana, leave this to me. Okay. Oh, okay. Means I can. Bianca, Kiana, you're finally here. In the name of Apocalypse, I welcome you both to witness the revelation. Yeah, that wasn't the plan. Okay. So I can also leap over. Oh, that wasn't the plan. Okay. And that's easy. It's easy difficulty. That doesn't look that easy at the moment. Or it looks easier said than done. Well, I think I got the hang of it. Still not. Still not ultimately what I like. No. That one I didn't get. The Superland stepped. Are you really ready? Oh. Okay, I need. Okay. Good to know. And let me do that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Too many buttons to press at the same time. One. Okay. Good, that's that now. Domination is exhausted and binding is temporarily out of picture. But they were able to buy me time and venture without disturbance. And now I transcend Herrscher and became a god. Okay. What kind of boss fits that now? Yeah. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. My heroes, I'm so grateful for you. I will never deceive you, nor let you fall into despair. Of course, I respect you. Yeah, you guys need to read it for yourself for now. Since in the fight I'm not able to concentrate on reading and fighting. would like to concentrate on both, but that's not possible right now. Look below. Prepare to land and end up the next fight. This in your seat. Wait. As the master of this place, you must allow me to entertain you properly. Oh. Oi, that's not what I expected. This power belongs neither to mortals nor Herrscher. The imaginary authority's original form, the incantation of the truth of this world. Come and get a taste of this false god's power. Okay. But in the end, it's still only the power of a false god. And false gods aren't really the strongest in most cases. I just go behind him. The shield isn't very good if you can just go behind him. Single fight. And ultimate. And I won't switch from Kiana since I think Kiana is stronger one fighter from beforehand. Set up to now. I still haven't really found time to get Herrscher of Flamico as a Talisman. Or especially like the Thin Time Warner. It's such a nice skin, Time Warner. Okay, heal himself. That's well. Oh. Good luck, heroes. I've waited for long enough. Can't you shut up already? Fair enough. I do get a bit uncomfortable in the limelight sometimes. Kiana asked the right question. And just shut up for a moment. I need to concentrate on fighting and not on the stalks about godhood. Kiana understands me. Aren't here to fight. Aren't here to talk but to fight. But that's the thing we also should be concentrating upon. And let's go again. I could have chosen a harder mode. Forcing to... okay. Yeah, in the church to... this one? Oh, yeah, okay, good. Thankfully, I understood what was needed from me directly. Up. And... perfect. And the fight can continue. And square. Oh yeah. That's not what we not there. Right when I want to use my ultimate. I think I really need to teach him. That he isn't a real god. We can at least use the one I've done that before. Back to Kiana. Kiana really is better. Don't I may be better for bigger enemies with their hitboxes? For this one, I just want always. Okay. I don't see anything again. That is. So this what is hard to is to really like go. The final fight will be here soon. Okay. Okay. You're talking about using the Herrscher for its power, yes. Maybe mention something similar. Yeah, then let's give it a try. Okay, we just teleport. Now looks strange. Does he try to look like me? Do I need to get up there? Yeah. Okay, good. Good. Bang, bang, bang. Perfect. Yeah, is this how you take down an infinite being? You underestimate the power of a false god. Well, he's not very smart for stigmata. Yeah, sure. You think these shadows of imaginary can be used to surpass a deity? If you can do so, then I see it through with you. Well, yes. Since it's not a real deity. A real god I wouldn't try to fight against with this kind of power. Not a fake god. He mimics the power of a god here. Borrows it, maybe, but doesn't own the power, so he's not a real deity. Especially since he would be a real, especially since this way, in this sense, if someone would decide to make a new here with the will of Honkai to force it that Otto doesn't have this power anymore, then he's nothing, also not a god anymore. False god, Otto trust me. Okay. That's the thing. Do you guys think I'm too cool? Let me show you the meaning of cool. Anyone that falls should be pushed back. Oh, I wouldn't call him cool. You've got good Honkai to show. Shouldn't you wait until after the performance to say that? I figured your performance was almost done. I would have said that this was a very boring show. Should try it again next time. Or stop trying to play God. Since I think if he would really mean it, he could have finished this fight a lot faster. Or use the power of binding more to make sure that Kiana and Honkai can't use any powers at all anymore. There would be a lot better ways to make sure that he wins. If that's even his goal. I don't think so. He definitely isn't that good. Not a powerful deity. Okay. And he hits again. Okay, so it's just another healing place. Oh no. He hasn't healed himself. He just used special attack. Okay, very interesting. Right. I got you. It's not over. It's no use. As long as this space is bathed in the grace of the imaginary tree, my foray will continue to generate. Yeah, you cannot kill me. Power that cannot be normalized is absolute infinity. Mirai und der Herrscher of the world. You cannot do it. Watch this. Kiana, it's now. Bang. Let your authority be your undoing. Oh, I'm dead. Himiko, Uhua, Teresa. This is what you own, every one of them. Yep, that did work. Good film. Would like to see something again. Younger Kiana, well done. That noise. Otto? Fret not, my honored guests. For a brief moment you did reverse the rules above the false god and turn me into a wandering ghost like this. Very soon the dust will be settled the way you wish, and before that I offer my congratulations. You defeated the power of domination and binding. You stopped me from destroying your history and people. Of course, my reward is that I can finally wave my life goodbye without any regrets. Overseer, you stopped your insane plan. Now is the time to tell us your true intention. Quite persistent of you, Bianca. What? You still refuse to see me as your enemy even now? I won't condone your sins, but I won't forget how you supported me either. And until this moment, I still believe. Deep down, you somehow still have faith in what you taught us. You're a hard one to say. Honestly, I started the day wishing Aeon would oppose me and condemn me. Well, the former succeeded, but the later, not so much. Should I feel regretful or relieved? Anyway, you did beat me, and by extensions, what's behind me. This is a remarkable feat. Put the experience to good use, and one day you will defeat Honkai and bring light to your world. And I now finally have a chance to do the same to my world. To be exact, I hand over a last lost torch back to her. Her? Could it be? You both know the answer already. Right, before you broke me into pieces, I appeared close to godhood, but I was no more than a slave of the imaginary tree. I was tied closely to the base world. I had the power to reshape it, but I had no freedom. So I placed the spear at the very beginning. I bet that human mind can create miracles, and for a brief second disrupt the laws of the imaginary tree. Kiana, I used to call you K423. With the power of love, you showed me this could be achieved. Now I've proven anger can achieve the same. The stake is my last hope of reviving Kalen, and I did win. The miracle that could only come from the Herrscher of the Void to normalize the imaginary space of infinity and stasis. You drove the world's wedge, the ground zero of my choice, deep into new soil where it could take roots and sprout. That's something I could never have achieved as a slave. You're saying, to reshape the world 5 centuries ago, you needed to transcend reality and become a part of the imaginary tree. And to change the world and her destiny, you had to exile yourself even if it meant your death and the end of your existence. Of course, this is a win-win situation for us both. Just like Prometheus who stole fire. At this the miracle moment, I successfully brought the above reality power on the imaginary tree to the world's wedge. It made history branch out into a new path without destroying the world you know and love. The later matters very little to me, but thank you for enabling me to witness a miracle that belongs to her and me at my final hour. The end, I die with my own sins, and for you who choose to march on, the long stairs leading to the defeat of Honkai have revealed the first part, a teacher's road ahead. But in the end, you find light. Farewell, heroes. Tell Teresa her grandpa won't be able to attend her coronation. Otto vanished from the sight of the two. His soul drifted afar to the greater void and to the final destination. Life truly is a fragile thing. As a child, my sister died in battle. They told me her soul could never be extinguished. Her spirit rose to heaven. Generation after generation, humanity is happy deceiving themselves with these lies. Believe in a coming world, in the eternity of consciousness. They look at the mortal world as though death did not exist, until death rears its ugly head in their lives, taking the ones they love. And even then, they only deceive themselves further. believing that love can transcend the physical, that it can last forever. Indeed, love, the spectrum of this emotion, can bring out miracles. But only the living can cause miracles. As an ordinary man once deceived by such lies, I too once fantasized that the soul exists on a higher plane, dreaming of the day when the one I loved might take on a new form and return to this world, living in a better future. But that's not how the world is. Death is the end of consciousness, of everything. We cannot put back together the pieces of a shattered star, unless we turn back time only to awaken the island of silent graves. Use the regenerating water of life to reinvigorate the past that buries on. There the road will fork in two. Those to choose life or death, from this is born two worlds, and the cost, the death of one person. And the Honkai, which was meant to kill us. Such a pity that when I realized this, Otto Apocalypse had already become infamous as a villain worldwide, had already become hated by the very power he needed most. But it's no matter, she already proved that. An anger brought about by love has the same strength as love itself. And behind such a hero, Teresa, my dearest granddaughter, you are growing up to be a great leader. In time, you will cause people to forget all about your grandfather. Let his rights and wrongs be lost to the sands of time. Only have a bit of something other than bitter melon once in a while. You're always staying up late. Your body needs nutrition. You know, your grandfather seems to oversee your coat by hand for today's confrontation. If you think it looks good, you can use it as your usher in your new era. As you wash clean the sins of your grandfather. Teresa, my old friends, Emperor Phoenix, Herrscher of Wiesen. These are good people. They will help you along your path. And Bianca, my last student. I manipulated your life, planned your destiny, both lovingly bringing you up by using you as a pawn of my own design. You know, everything I've shown you these last 10 years was so that after this nirvana, someone might put up a momentum without words for me. I don't need people to judge me. After all, this is so very long and yet incredibly short 500 years. It's all a man after his own wishes and gift. And now he is at his journey's end. What he had wished to accomplish, to achieve, to redeem. These things have already taken root within the imaginary tree, just waiting for the lost envoy to deliver that final message before it is all over. The moment neither too soon nor too late. Reserve as a requirement that goes beyond death. A hymn of miracles yet to come. At the moment, the world will turn around one person. Cause the sins imposed to shatter. Cause the will that has met its end move on. Such meanness I take with me to the grave, and light its scratches into the future because of you. I have fooled my friends. I have fooled my loved ones. I have fooled the world and the rules that govern it, just to give to you your true self, a second life. I'm coming home, Karen. Oh, that's almost too sad. That was sad. That was not planned. But yeah, we will finish the story this episode, definitely. But yeah, animated short. Das Spoke Apocalypse. Afterward, available after show. So we finished. Yeah. Then let's see it.
本気で世界を変えようとしたとき、人は己の無力さに気づく。聖女は民に全てを捧げた。しかし手にしたのは冷たい手風と荒情だった。世界は混沌としている。それは不公平で不合理だ。英雄は迫害され、悪は力を増す。醜いものばかりで美しいものなどない。世界の悪意は悪人が断ち切ろう。これは彼女と明日までの距離、そして彼女に対する世界の逆襲だ。しかし彼女の信者は決して諦めない。 人の魂が消えれば復活することはできない。世界は意識が新しい陽形と入ることを許すが、陽気が消えた意識を集めることは許さない。たった一人の彼女を救いたいなら、過去で新たな可能性を作るしかないんだ。これは別の未来、そして彼女の時空だ。彼、生きるんだ。
Too much of the past for one to memorize. Too many words sacrifices. Still I wish to embrace the world with my thoughts. And you were true, time to live where I have stood so long. Letting you go recover traces of our left, and then begin.
Wind was blowing through her at the time. Otto was gone, but his final words still echoed long in the wind. That's the story. I traveled to distant future and experienced the impossible, to have a chance to tell you the truth about the world. Don't worry, everything will be different this time, because of you. Just like how very long ago you challenged the life of a certain teen. It was a spring morning. He was a sickly boy without any friends, and he ran into you, who got across the wall. You said hello to him and asked him to play along. At that very moment, the boy received his lifelong salvation.
もう永遠のお別れよ。私の大発明家。
Okay, that's sad. I don't even know if it makes any difference since Otto Apocalypse is I don't think Carlin will end her plans or what she fights for. After a few cloudy and rainy days, sunlight finally penetrated the clouds and cast down onto Carliston. With the battle marks washed away by rain, tranquility returned to the old town as if nothing had happened. The meeting is finally over. Next I'm seeing Nagamitsu. It's still early and I don't have to rush. The past few days have been crazy. I can't even tell what day today is. Shiksa headquarters still functioning normally and everyone is on their post, just busy here. It feels like a dream. What happened recently? The signature on the old files, the study in the old headquarters, the picture hung on the wall every time I see them. It feels like one of my nerves is twitching. I don't know why, but all this feels unreal. Just like the day he announced his retirement to the world. No. What am I thinking? Grandpa's indeed. Darn it, I should have turned right. Gotta take a detour now. Mr. Teresa. Is it Amber? Go and talk to her. Mr. Teresa, how did the meeting go? Everything on the agenda was taken care of. Don't worry, just some routine work. But why are you here, Amber? I thought you'd be staying in the old study sorting out documents. Well done. That's the Amber I know. Anyway, thank you for your work. I've been a great mess if not for your help with the files Grandpa left behind. It's my pleasure. Honestly, I'm very curious how you managed to finish such a daunting amount of work in no time. Huh? Guess that's just experience. I've been dealing with them all along. I usually have a rough estimation prioritized. Different tasks, I work overtime if needed. So you were working overtime. You need to take better care of yourself and rest more. Master Teresa, did you forget? I'm an android and I don't ever feel tired. But still, you can't work all day without any rest when a robot needs glistening once in a while. Well, noted. But I believe you're the one that needs rest the most. There are more reports that need assessment before. I saw you thinking hot on the balcony 7 late nights. Huh? I didn't know you noticed. Just a habit. I used to take a look whenever I walked past the study. Master Otto used to work overnight all the time and get me up to make preparations. Everything else aside, he was a hard worker. And so are you. I bet he handled the work much more easily than me. I can only try to do as much as possible before I leave the town. After all, Hyperion will return tomorrow and I have to count on Rita and you for administrative affairs. Huh? The day of return. Ah, it's indeed tomorrow. Time really flies. Yeah, especially when you get busy. They fell silent all of a sudden and looked to the familiar road junction. The buildings by the road had their colors faded, but the trees grew much taller than before. If circumstances allow, try to give everyone a vacation after the busy period is over, Amber. Alright, I see to it. Right, Master Teresa, you're not in a hurry, are you? Oh, I just need to see Nagamitsu later. Huh? You're seeing her too? Yeah, she called and said she had something important to announce, but the time is still early and there's no rush. That's what she told me. I was taking the time before the appointment to take a look around the town. You should have noticed Carlton is a lot more lively than before. It's rare to see Master Teresa not busy. How about you join me to walk around the town before Hyperion's return? Sure, just occurred to me. I almost paid no attention to the changes in this town. Okay. Seems like a lot of commotion over there. Come on, Emma, let's go check it out. I remember this used to be a bookstore. When did it become a souvenir store? Probably a few years back. After the Shiksa headquarters was relocated to the floating isles, Colston tried to redevelop into a tourist destination, but it didn't work well. Thinking back from now, we can say the redevelopment plan was a bad one. The once vacant town square is now bustling with tourists and every local souvenir store is sold out. People seem to have grown an intense interest in this town overnight. Grandpa probably never expected this retirement announcement brought such an opportunity to the town. Don't worry, the souvenirs will be restocked soon. Please stay in the line. We've been waiting here for half a day now. Nothing is getting restocked. Yeah, how long do you plan to keep us waiting? We're very sorry about this. Please have more patience. The bakery trying hard to maintain order. That's Susanna, right? She seems overwhelmed by the crowd. I've got a bad feeling about this. Susanna. We meet her for the first time. Hi, Susanna. What's going on? Wait, it's Master Teresa. Huh? Master Ambassador too? Sorry, I'm doing my best to solve the problem. Just another minute. Calm down. What happened? We lost a box of souvenirs. The clerk said it was probably left behind on the way of transportation. I looked around and found nothing. The store is understaffed and the tourists are getting excited. We can't send anyone to look for it. This conversation feels all too familiar. You stay here and keep the order. I go look for it. Huh? No, 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 no. I can manage it myself. Asking Master Teresa to do my job would put a serious question mark on my professionalism. I look very bad on the year-end performance review. I'm used to it already. Don't worry, this should be the last time. And your review won't look back because of this, right, Emma? Judging from current circumstances, Susanna does not need some support. Really? Thanks a million, Mr. Teresa. It's a big wooden box, about this big, with codes and souvenir store printed on it. I see. I'll come back as soon as I find it. Before that, try to comfort the tourists. Hi, Mr. Teresa. Okay, so we need to look for a box. We do some small work now to finish off the chapter. Here. This button box has costs and souvenirs printed on it. This must be the one, right? Oh no, the box looks pretty empty. The souvenirs must be already nearby. We are nearby. Let's keep looking. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Best mask original. Isn't this the mask worn by the Otto clothes? There's even a description on the package. No one knows how these masks came to be. That's just absurd. I found some souvenirs scattered around too. Overseer Teresa doll, Overseer Teresa emblem, mini Overseer Teresa. What are these? Anyway, let's put them back together. Sold. Teresa merch already gets sold. Okay. Nothing there. Box is full. There shouldn't be anything missing. Let's head back. Oh, is the quest not marked? Yeah, I can't see it. Well. Okay, no. Who knows what this other markings are? Maybe important for later. Yeah, these should be all of them. Yeah, I'm saved. I can't thank you enough, Mr. Teresa. I promise this is the last time. Alright, give the souvenirs to the tourists before they start a riot. Hi. Hey, look, there. That seems to be Master Teresa Apocalypse. That's her. The hair to the phone. I heard it on the news. But I heard it through the grapevine that she turned down the phone and has other plans. Yeah, Shiksa hasn't held the coronation ceremony till today, maybe. Anyway, Master Teresa's just here with us now. Master Teresa, can I get a picture? Master Teresa, signature please. Master Teresa, I'm your biggest fan. Sorry. Master Teresa. More tourists are coming. Master Teresa, we better get out of here. That is if we can. Huh? With a slap sound, confetti rained down from above. Standing on a stack of crates, Susanna raised the souvenir in her hand. Hey. Dear customers, new souvenirs are in stock now. The long wait is not for nothing. Now we are running a flash deal. Buy Mini Overseer Teresa and get Super Overseer Teresa Giant for free. 50 only. Tourist attention was instantly diverted to Susanna, who winked at Teresa, urging her to leave. Let's go, Amber. Susanna has it covered. Yeah. Otherwise they would be stuck for somewhere. Finally got out. The rumors are just insane. I never said I turned down the phone. In people's mind, it's not a proper succession without a coronation. Shall we? I understand your decision, but if you wish so, we can still hold a coronation ceremony. By then, the rumors will all go away. Amber, spare me this. I'm in no position for a coronation right now. Technically speaking, I'm still the head of the independent Far East branch. I can't take over the Schicksal system yet, neither can I handle the press masterfully as Grandpa. In all fairness, I'm not the overseer everyone expects, and it's against my wish to follow Grandpa's model. I understand, you will become a different overseer. I want to play down the Schicksal overseer stereotype and become a more of a backstage supporter. In the future, I will wish people would take Schicksal as a well-trained and trustworthy group instead of the no overseer and her followers. Mr. Teresa, maybe you didn't realize it yourself, but you've actually begun to think as an overseer in your own way. Drop it, Emma. The overseer in your eyes was still burning the late night oil to get things done yesterday. And the Far East branch still needs my personal involvement for a lot of things. Good thing the headquarters is settling down. Don't worry, Master Teresa. I try to keep things in order at the headquarters, and I must add Schicksal is used to the absence of its overseer now. Of course, you need to rest more and stop working over 20 hours a day. This is not an example I wish others to follow. Okay, Master Teresa, I talk with Master Dunda and Master Rita about how we can improve our efficiency. Alright, to avoid another commotion, we should go somewhere quieter. Hey, wait. The grandpa head seems to be in need. Let's get there and help him. Hey. Sir, the ramp is a little bit steep. Let me help you. Look for the warm-hearted little girl. Why haven't I seen you around town before? I'm Teresa. We met before when we were evacuating the local townspeople. Oh, I remember now. Came to my house this morning to borrow some flour, right? If you still need more flour, go to the town square and find my son. Sugar, oil, his grocery stores, everything. Go back and tell your mom they've been helping us non-stop these days, and we have to thank them properly. Seems like this grandpa has mistaken me for someone else. Little sunshine, I heard overseer Otto wasn't seen for a lot of days. Do you know where he's gone? After a moment of hesitation, Teresa smiled to the elder. He retired to travel around the world and won't come back. What? He won't be back? Do we have a new overseer? Folks say it's someone called Thierry or something. Why haven't we heard more about it? The slope is this step. We don't even know what the new overseer is. Will there be someone to take care of us? The roads here are out of maintenance for too long. Should try to improve the infrastructure. So, don't worry, we find a way to help you. Have dinner? I appreciate it, but I still got things to do. I'll come by yours later. I need to return this to that girl. She was in such a rush she did not know she dropped this. The grandpa took out a purse from his pocket. Huh? This wallet looks familiar. Does it belong to a bakery? Should be Sushang's, if my memory is correct. Well, that makes it easy. So, would you like me to help return it? No, I've no time for dinner. I have to catch up to her. I help you return it. Oh, that's for the best. She's right ahead and you can surely catch up if you run fast. Don't worry, sir. I make sure she gets it. Yeah. He doesn't hear very good anymore. What it looks like. Und yeah, I just jump. Faster. Hi, Miss Lee. Is this yours? Yeah, I was looking for it. Thanks, I own you another one. Guess it got feathered right out of my pocket on the way. No need to thank me. A grandpa picked it up and asked me to return it. Then please thank him for me. I won't be going back. Miss Lee, you've made your mind to leave? Yeah, I'd be all rusty if I don't get going now. Would you like someone to accompany you? No, thanks. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm better alone. Right, people in the town say they travel in a very long car. Have you seen it? You mean the train? It's formed by many rectangular carriages that run on the railway, slower than the plane, but you can enjoy the view better. Yeah, right. That's it. Okay, it's the title. I'm taking the train at the station. If you're going to Vienna's Central Station, you need to take the subway first. Train that runs underground. This is way faster. But be it subway or train, you need to decide your destination first. I can't make the decision yet, but I believe it will come to me naturally. I heard there was something called the Shinshu Express. Sounds like to travel all the way back home. When do you plan to return, Miss Lee? Don't know, guess it depends on my mood. Forgive me for asking this, but are you not comfortable staying at the headquarters? No. Why is everyone asking the same question? Life here is pretty cozy and everyone is nice and I've had a good time. It's just... You see the clouds up there? They gather together this moment and drift away the next. People are the same. I've kept my word to the Wakasha and I don't have plans as to what I do later. Guess I just drift around, see the world first. Time has changed, but I haven't. Bianca gave me a book as a farewell gift, but I haven't seen a page of it yet. Here, this one. The Two Gentlemen of Verona, a work of Shakespeare. Looks like it was never touched. Speaking of gifts, I have a favor to ask. Can you please give this box of desserts to Master Phoenix? Lee Shuhai handed out a box of desserts. Probably the closest to Shenshu delicacies she could find in Colston. Oh, she's called Fuhua right now. Sure, but wouldn't it be better if you give this to her yourself? Nah, she started her new life and I better not disturb her. Fate will bring us together again if it is intended. Oh, it seems to be the first time we talked like this, right? Yeah, that's true. Everyone says the Wakasha's granddaughter is nothing like him, and I can't agree more. You're a lot nicer and maybe we can be friends. Shame we don't have more time, and I've got to hit the road. Ember, Teresa, until next time. Li Shuhang waved them goodbye and walked into the dusk. She's alone. Is everything alright? Miss Lee does things her own way. It's like she said, the path forward comes naturally. No, that's also right. Let's bring her gift back to Hyperion. The only issue is we don't know who is on board right now. I think I would imagine she's on board. Probably training or looking after Kiana or something. Oh, it's Visa, Nemba. We don't get up. Hi, Aminu. Why are you carrying all this food on your own? We're running out of butter and milk and I'm helping Mom and Dad. Good girl, you're a big help to Mom and Dad now. At first I was afraid to walk this far, but Mom told me there were lots of good ladies like Amber watching out for us. I'm not afraid now. But Lisa, are you leaving us? Mom and Dad said the big ship would take off tomorrow. Yes. Can't you just stay here? After you came, the town became busy. The street lights were all on at night. If you stay, this place will become better, like a fun fair. I wish we could get lots of visitors and fun events every day. Alright, and lots of candy. Meow. Meow. But Mom said also said you all got important work to do. There are many more places out there that need people to make them better. So don't worry about us here and go turn the whole world into a fun fair. I watch the news every day and be a good kid. Thank you. I work hard to make it happen. Right, you bought food and balloons for a party? Hey, it's a secret. Mom and Dad said it was a gift for you, and we keep it a secret for now. The orange balloon floated into the tree, and the nice Miss Fu helped me get it back. What? Which way did she go? That way? Emil pointed backwards. Thank you, Emil. Come on, Ember. Let's take the gift to Fuhua. Wait, Mr. Teresa. I think I better walk Emil home. Alright. It's a safe town now, but still, she shouldn't be left unattended. Just like what you said, it's something no one arranged for me. It's not official business either, just something I like to do. Great then, Emil. Ember, catch you later. Bye bye, Teresa. I see, Ember changed to there. Very solid for something so small. After you give Fuwa a gift, let's go meet up with Nagamitsu. Yeah, the color of the text was wrong. Principal, you're looking for me? Not something important. Here, take this. A candy box? I ran into Miss Lee earlier and she asked me to give you this. Where is she now? She was leaving the town and going to see the world. Should be on the subway now. I wonder if she's learned how to use smartphones and credit cards. She said she'd take a train and enjoy the view, but she didn't have any destination in mind. Is it really okay? Don't worry, Principal. As a martial artist, she had been roaming the land for long. She adapts to new situations better than you expect. For people like her, life is a long journey, and the important thing is to meet new people and try new things. In comparison, this destination isn't necessarily important. That's a very free soul. Yeah, everyone has a different way of life. Thank you for your hard work these days, Principal. It's nothing, I just did what I could. Both the AE people and Jigsaws Immortal Blades have been very helpful through this difficult time. We may not always see eye to eye, but when it comes to fighting Honkai, there's a lot of common ground for us. And my real concern is World Serpent. Kevin seems to have contacted Otto early on, but World Serpent stopped neither of us nor Otto. This isn't their style, unless World Serpent nor Kevin is waiting for something. I thought exactly, World Serpent stayed out of it, but that doesn't mean they don't have a plan. Maybe their plan is well underway. Kevin has been quiet for quite a while, some time. This probably means he now has a good knowledge of the world today, and strong confidence in his plan. Project Stigma. Maybe its manifestation will appear drastically different from what we experienced in Oak City and Nagasawa. Which is to say, we're starting to dive deeper into it now. Fuhua nodded. We stopped Otto's destructive plan, but many mysteries still remain unsolved. Otto claimed to have transcended Herrschers. Can we take his words literally? Has what he did changed everything we know about Herrschers? The bottom line is we still need some time to theorize, deduct, and verify the true origin of Herrschers in our time. I feel like we just took over a giant mess from Grandpa. Otto. Honestly, I'm more confused than before as to what call him. Should I call him Grandpa just like before, or Otto like everyone does? They both feel right and wrong. The ties between people cannot be defined by a simple word principle. You need only to follow the voice in your mind. Otto's obsession led him to plan a series of events, but he also left us an abundance of valuable experience when it comes to fighting Honkai. No one's life can be judged by a single merit. What he did, good or bad, has left deep marks on the world, and it's our challenge to distinguish these marks and treat them differently. The two said no more and quietly watched two birds fly far in the sky. From this angle, Carlson looked just like what it was in their memory. During her stay at exile, Fuhuas usually found a quiet place to rest in her free time, watching the lights in the town turned on one by one. Standing here once more, but not alone, she was reminded of a poem from her homeland. On the old road to Pyongyang, withered orchids bid farewell to far-off travelers. If the heavens have feelings, they too will wither from grief. Lisa could tell from Fuhua's look that she was immersed in the reminiscence. She knew it was a twilight hour, better left to Hua to indulge it alone. Just a nice view here. Pity I've got to meet Nagamitsu and it's almost time. See you later then, Fuhua. Goodbye, Principal. Okay, and we continue. And now we can go to the elevator. Oh. And hello everyone. Been busy lately? Lots of hard work, huh? Now that everyone is here, let's cut to the chase. Come, this is the usage report of Cosmic Juggernaut on October 14th. The raw data is around 1 billion gigabytes, stored into 2718 special hard drives. Everything about how Otto sees the Herrscher power and linked to the imaginary tree. 1 billion gigabytes, what the hell? Are these boxes for real? That's a lot of data. Unfortunately, during the imaginary normalization, Cosmic Juggernaut was uncompromised and data from that specific instant might not be accurate. I heard Cosmic Juggernaut sustained heavy damage. Well, Otto did abuse it, but fortunately it's not yet beyond aware. That's good news. I was worried we were summoned here to be informed Cosmic Juggernaut was totaled. The mind keys don't break that easily. But Nagamitsu, you brought us all here just to move the data? The volume is indeed huge. Of course not. You're not my moods. Actually, there's something I need to confess. Rita, you've noticed, right? It's no more than a right guess. You better reveal it yourself, Master Nagamitsu. Indeed, it falls into your area of expertise, but you're not in charge of it, nor is Amber. I confess, strictly speaking, I was never fired by Otto. On October 14th, the last task he assigned to me was inform Kiana of imaginary renormalization and help her cope with everything that comes next. Of course, you all know how much I'm attracted to Otto's plans, setting everything aside. So, to ensure his most plan worked, I did things to manage the outcome. For example, reminding you of the possibility of resurrection or helping the false Otto win everyone's trust. Or telling Dota Otto planned to destroy the world. Or helping you find a way to counter the binding power. Which is to say, you helped us just so we could learn about the imaginary renormalization, which was part of Otto's plan? You can say that. Of course, part of all I didn't help. On the contrary, it slowed down. In other words, everything you did was to facilitate Otto's final show in his life. Sorry, Bianca. When I was recording the tape, I knew Otto would send you to the imaginary space. I knew you were up to the challenge, but still, I betrayed our trust as friends. I confess, whenever it comes to curiosity, I'm never a good guy. The technology to create Blood World, it's fatally tempting to me. So when Otto said he set the world back by 5 centuries, he really meant it. But if it really came to that, the Worldsopen would benefit the most. After all, Bianca proved one thing: stigmata can indeed transcend the world. With awakened stigmata, they free from the imaginary torment like Hershers. I knew it. I'm also one of the byproducts of Project Stigma. Alright, that's it. I put everything into a report later. That's all I have to say. Anyway, during the crisis I wasn't always on your side. The Emperor is the discipline officer. You can punish me however you like. What? You don't believe in my confession and my data gathering work over a get out of jail free card? Don't worry, I've been getting ready for life on the inside. As long as I continue my research, everything is fine. Nagamitsu, I know punishment can fulfill your need for a tournament, but according to current Jigsaw discipline, you're not guilty. Huh? From the procedure angle, you taught us the truth, only selectively, and from the result, you contributed to the solution. But my example shouldn't be followed, right? Otto would certainly do something about me if he was still in charge. But his era has ended. Nagamitsu, if you truly wish to ease your guilt, stay at Zen 1504 labs and continue a search. Cosmic Juggernaut needs you. Oh, I wouldn't dream of that. Are you not willing to accept? No, not at all. It's just ours here. Your style cannot be more different from Otto's. But I did betray Bianca's trust, so at least allow me to give up my pay this year. Otherwise, even a heartless person like me would be tortured inside. I allow it. Nagamitsu, you may have deceived us, but it led to good results. I don't believe our friendship is damaged. Oh, I forgot you were just such a blockhead. I meant it as a compliment. Sounds like you only got to know Dundai today. Maybe. Anyway, that concludes the meeting and you're all dismissed. It's weird for us to all stand here. Please wait, Master Teresa. Remember, is there anything else? The townspeople heard Hyperion would leave tomorrow, and they made this bread and apple sprouts for you to eat on the way back. That's too kind of them. Just take them. They also gave the Shiksa bakeries and staff members a few baskets as a token of gratitude. Fresh bread and apple strudels filled the entire basket. On their handle attached the orange balloon Teresa saw earlier. Thanks, we appreciate this. Okay. I think we will, Kiana and one, On the deck of Hyperion, the regular maintenance before the return journey was coming to an end. So, did you see May afterwards? No. I see. Communicating through the Herrscher core, it's not something easy. Yeah. So modern tech is still the best. Aren't you a genius hacker? Can you get me the number of Worldsopen headquarters? Are you serious? Just kidding. Kiana put the maintenance toolkit away. I don't even have to see May to know what she's thinking. She's always been helping us in her way, whenever we were fighting the Herrscher of Dominance or when we were fighting Otto. I must also become stronger. Then start with life skills. I leave the cleaning up to you and go back to rest. Hey. Hi, Kiana and Bonya. Huh? Principal? You back? Just came back. Where are the others? Uhura came back a moment ago and went to shop for experiment supplies with Celie and for Dr. Tesla. Rosaria and Lilia went to Rita to ask for some souvenirs. I see. The townspeople sent us some bread and apples to it. We eat together once everyone is back. Oh, smells so good. When is Celie and the others coming back? Should be about now. Let's prepare some coffee and tea to go with the bread. The billboards in Colston were put on a golden coating by the afternoon sun. On the street, a few familiar figures waved their hands to the gods on Hyperion. It feels just like a laid-back afternoon. We haven't do this time together for a long time. Yeah, it's been ages since our last afternoon tea. Night fell and the street lamps went on, one by one. Tourists left and the bustling town square finally quieted down. In the distance, Hyperion was ready for the return journey tomorrow. This small town with its centuries of history is about to usher in a new dawn. Time is but a stream I go a-fishing in. I drink at it, but while I drink I see the sandy bottom and detect how shallow it is. Its fin currently slides away, but eternity remains. I would drink deeper, fish in the sky whose bottom is pebbly with stars. Seem to be reading all the time whenever you're free, Mr. Dondar. Huh? Really? If you didn't realize it yourself, it means that's something on your mind. Something on my mind? Dunda paused unnaturally for a second. Oh, you mean the fact that Overseer Otto is no longer with us? That's one of the reasons. He had huge influence on everyone us, like what you said. People are like rivers rushing to the sea. The closer they run to the sea, the muddier they get. But only the sea can absorb the muddy rivers without losing itself. Like a river? Indeed, this river had been running for 5 centuries, and it was full of impurities. But in the end, he rose above all of this and walked to the other side where there was no good or evil. I thought I knew him and how complicated he was, but now I'm not so confident anymore. That also has something to do with your family, right? Thanks. Huh? You're the daughter of Siegfried Kaslana and Cecilia Sharik. I knew it from the very beginning. The very beginning? Back when we first met for the first time? I had been working for a while in the Special Task Force directly reporting to the Overseer. So if you wish to talk about this, I'm glad to hear it. Frankly, I had mixed feelings when I heard the secret in the stigma space. Not that I found it hard to believe, not that it happened without any hint that I was confused. Just that some faces came to my mind, Siegfried, Kiana, Teresa, who had been taking care of Kiana. For them it remained a secret for too long, and that it became sensitive and complicated. It might hurt them if I revealed it improperly. So I decided to keep this a secret until everyone is gathered together and the right time comes. You're still the caring and thoughtful person I know. I know Master Tundai's concerns, and I wish Master Tundai understand. I always stay by your side and share all the secrets. Thank you, Rita. With you around supporting me, I feel extremely lucky. Really, thank you, Rita. It's my honor and pleasure, Master Tondal. Deeply touched, Tondal closed her eyes for a moment. In the stigma space, I saw what Siegfried once did, and respect for him grew naturally in me. He carried too much on his own shoulders and left too many regrets. But he never gave up hope and firmly believed he would return to his family. He stayed strong and fought hard for the future he envisioned. In honor of his conviction, I promise one day, together with Kiana, I get our father from the hell he is in. When that happens, I wish you still be by my side, fighting together. Of course, Master Tonda, you can always count on me. The moon rose and the night matured. In the book Tonda read again recently, the author lived a solitary and self-sustained life by the lake in the cabin built by himself. The author said, wherever I sat there I might live, and the landscape radiated from me accordingly. I went to the woods because I wished to live liberatedly, to front only the essential facts of life, and see if I could not learn what it had to teach, and not when I came to die, discovered that I had not lived. After the battle, Dunda formed a vagary instructions with Teresa and Amber, and formulated a future plan with members of Immortal Blades. Afterwards, she stayed at Rita's house for a few days, preparing for their journey to the Vesuvius. During her short stay with Rita's family, she was offered the first glimpse into the arts of flowers and tea, and the first taste of iconic dishes from Rita's homeland. This casual and wild family life was an eye-opening, fresh experience for her. Of course, Master Donna, you can always count on me. Yeah. Maybe the reason to go to battle was this simple after all. Dunda smiled. She asked herself, since when did she become so sensitive and sentimental? But at least for now, she knew very clearly that no matter what life had in store for her, she wouldn't be facing it alone. Rita, Abyssflower, Immortal Blades, and Schicksal Reborn. No, not just Watt and Wu kept her company right now. Siegfried, Chigora, Dr. Schrödinger, and friends from the Bubble Universe who had fought by her side. And the Hyperion crew who once had a different belief but eventually joined her path in battle. All of them would, in a way or another, share her life's journey someday. It was just like what she said before. No matter how ridiculous people think it is, we're still gonna make it come true. Earlier somewhere in the imaginary space. Okay. That's probably when May talked to Kiana. A pure white vacant space, where time was flowing much slower. I know I find you here. Kiana is back in reality, and I've done what I can do. So let's talk about you. Otto wasn't afraid of you, and neither am I. I have many questions for you.
例えばあなたは一体誰なの？
Okay. Maybe the will of Honkai? I would say. It is a space from Honkai, from what we know. So it would only make sense if it's the will of Honkai. Rewards. more rewards. But yeah, with that we finished the chapter 28. And overall the part does spoke apocalypse. Otto isn't alive, existing anymore. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I would be happy about a like, a sub and a comment. And yeah, I hope I see you in the next episode.